Hello YouTube, Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch, also known as Mr. Lighting and a Fan. And yes, I have plenty of lighting, and I actually have two fans going on. How are you in YouTube land? I do hope that you and yours are happy and healthy and safe and well. Right now the time is approximately 11:32 p.m. Eastern Time, and yes, we are in the late night department of the YouTube studio of yours truly, Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch. And the date is Friday, May 13th, 2022. It is the only Friday the 13th of 2022, a lover's card year, and the year of options and opportunities. So I'm finding that very diggable, quite frankly. The moon is waxing in Libra and the sun is transiting in Taurus. Very Venusian vibes today. Today has been about enjoyable things, rest, relaxation, comfort. I had a delicious nap earlier today with a memory foam mattress and new sheets and memory foam pillows and a memory foam wedge. So I have been feeling like a love goddess today. I don't know about you, but me, yes. So anyway, I wanted to just do a general update because I don't do updates and what's happening videos and what's happened videos anymore. But I'm really very excited about the rest of the year. I'm very excited for a lot of reasons. First of all, I love the fact that I am returning to both Notions and Potions in beautiful Beacon, New York next month, June of 2022. And I also have the honor and privilege of being one of the practitioners at the Moon, Serpent and Bone, fourth annual Summer Solstice Festival. I am very excited about this for a few reasons. Number one, this will be my first Summer Solstice Festival with Moon, Serpent and Bone. And my understanding is that it is the queen of all of Moon, Serpent and Bone's events. So I am especially excited about it. I'm also excited about the fact that it's being held in a municipality called Wappingers Falls. Now, Wappingers Falls I've known about for years because there was a tarot author named Kate, as in capital C-A-I-T, Kate Johnson, who wrote two really cool books on tarot spreads. One is called Tarot Games, and one is called Tarot for Every Day. And so I've known about Wappingers Falls, New York for at least 20 years. But I am actually going to finally visit Wappingers Falls. And it just so happens that the location where this fourth annual Summer Solstice Festival is taking place is actually in a forest area. And there's a beautiful lake next to this forest. So I am just mesmerized. And, it didn't occur to me until earlier tonight, the photographs that are on this company's website do not do it justice. So I am really looking forward to being in this area and availing myself of this rich, abundant, beautiful Mother Nature energy. And I'm very excited about it. I'm actually going to be bringing some tarot decks and oracle card decks that I haven't used in a very long time. I have a special layout cloth for the table that I'm going to use. I have some additional accoutrements. I have some additional, not necessarily decorations, but I guess somebody could easily refer to them as decorations. I actually have Drake looking for something really special for the table that I'm going to use, which I need to ask him if he's had any progress now that I think about it. And I'm actually purchasing a special outfit for the event. So I'm really excited about this. I'm also excited about the fact that I'm going to have new business cards, and I'm going to have a digital business card, which I've never had before. So I'm really, really, really looking forward to this. So yeah. But in the meantime, I'm super excited about August as well. August is very exciting for me because number one, well, actually I'm getting ahead of myself. So So, as some of you know, when I began offering sessions at Notions and Potions on a regular basis, I would be there every month, with the exception of January and August. But I received constant divine guidance and intuitive leading. I believe it was actually in June of 2020. For some reason, June of 2020 and June of 2021, I was receiving so many messages from the Great Goddess, and the intensity and the constancy of those messages were such that some messages I know I began receiving in June of 2020, and some I began receiving in June of 2021. And yet, some of these messages, I don't remember if I began receiving them in June of 2020 or in June of 2021. But for the sake of argument and to make things easier to understand, I'm going to say that as of June of 2021, I began receiving constant divine guidance and intuitive leading to lead a much more secluded and much less sedentary lifestyle, beginning in 2022, a lover's card year and the year of options and opportunities. And that is exactly what I've been doing. So in 2021, the first time that I was able to be at Notions and Potions was September of 2021. And the last time that I was at Notions and Potions this year, 2022, was in March. And I wasn't there last month in April. We're still in May. I wasn't there in May. I'm not going to be there in May. And I won't be back until June. After June, I'll be back in July. But after July, I probably won't be back until September. October is still a question mark. Maybe November, but definitely December. So there's a lot of things going on. So I'm really, and I feel good about this. I really feel good about this. It feels right to me. And, quite frankly, COVID-19 is still a real thing. So my desire to spend more time outdoors around other people is not okay with me. I don't feel comfortable with it. So there are certain things that I've been doing less of that I would normally do around this time. Eating out has decreased for me because in some of the areas that I visit, mask mandates for servers have been lifted. So the thought of being served by somebody who may or may not be vaccinated, may or may not have COVID-19, and is not wearing a face covering that covers nose and mouth is not appealing to me. So yeah, but that's not exciting part. That's not a fun part, but it's just how I'm feeling in the here and now. But August is very exciting for me because August is not only when FlameCon returns, and some of you know that FlameCon is the premier LGBTQ Comic-Con, and it is going to be held in Manhattan. But what's really special about this year's Comic-Con is that it is going to be a combination of an in-person event and a virtual event. So it's really, that makes me so happy. And for the record, I did pray for that. I really prayed that the powers that be of FlameCon, namely Geeks Out, as in the geeks who were out, would do this. And I'm so happy that they're doing this, that they're offering this as a combination in-person and virtual con. That makes me so happy. And I'm pretty sure it makes a lot of other people happy too. And it's a relief for those people who are not yet ready. And as somebody who knows people who are immunocompromised, I love the fact that everybody who attends must be vaccinated for COVID-19, must be able to provide proof of that, and they must also wear face masks when they're around other people. So all of that gives me such an enormous peace of mind. It really does. So I'm very excited about that. And of course, I have the honor and pleasure of returning to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania with Drake, more commonly known as my awesome audiovisual person for my YouTube videos. And I am, of course, so very happy when I'm in Philadelphia. And I actually I had visited Instagram earlier, like a little maybe half an hour before I began recording tonight's videos, and I discovered that there was a water main break the day, the very same day, and the day after that Drake and I returned from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania last year. In fact, it was, for those of you who live in Philadelphia or who are familiar with Philadelphia, it was in the vicinity of Bainbridge and 6th Streets in the South Street Old City area of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And the hotel at which Drake and I stayed was roughly, I don't know, 4 or 5 blocks, like I would say maybe no more than 10 blocks away from Bainbridge and 6th Street. So the fact that we left the same day the water main break occurred was crazy to me. So and of course, when I saw the post listing the different businesses that have been affected by the water main break, I was like, oh, okay. My itinerary just tripled. But I don't think that I'll be able to visit all of them, but I definitely want to visit at least half of them, and there are 2 in particular. One is a tech store, which I think would be perfect for Drake, and as somebody that is quite fond of cheeseburgers, I know there's another one, but there was a third one that I looked at really briefly that I'm probably going to visit as well. So I'm looking forward to spending some time in as many of these businesses as possible in the South Street, Bainbridge, and 6th Streets areas of Philadelphia in a few months. And then, of course, September of 2022, I have the honor and pleasure of doing something that I have not been able to do for more than 2 years. I don't want to say what it is yet, but I will say that it will provide me with an opportunity to do a video from my YouTube channel outside of the YouTube studio of yours truly, Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch. So we'll see what happens. But in the meantime, I definitely have a lot to look forward to. And of course, I am very much looking forward to a lot of cool happenings in December of this year as well, both professionally and personally. And I'll just leave it at that. So, of course, thank you to all of you in YouTube land for honoring who I am and what I do. And thank you for honoring Drake, more commonly known as my awesome audiovisual person, for my YouTube videos and everything he does as well. Thank you so much for all the likes, for all the comments, for all the shares, whether they are on social media platforms that I no longer use, such as Facebook, or social media platforms that I have never used, such as Reddit, and of course, for the subscriptions to my YouTube channel. And as always, an especially big and an especially beautiful and an especially bountiful thank you to all of you who have scheduled your sessions and all of you who have bought me a coffee. I wish all of you a beautiful night, a wonderful week, an amazing weekend, a powerful and pivotal full moon / lunar eclipse in Scorpio this coming Sunday and next Monday, depending upon where you are on planet Earth and in the United States. And of course, stay tuned for the next video.